Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, red alert. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Ermigerd de Berg. Okay, I'm playing. Alright, captains, we have some news, some exciting news, and I'd like to share that with you. Also, as always, dropping my 2EC. So, this announcement dropped today, and I thought I would go over it, and I'm excited. When am I not? Captains, right? Okay, here we go. So, what we're going to do is go over the blog, get my thoughts, also show some of the possible rewards that we'll be getting. But this is going to be nothing different from last year's event work, because this also includes the announcement for the year-long event. Okay, this will also apply to PC, PS4, and Xbox. So keep that in mind, captains. And I play on PC, but I am also a PS4 console player. All right, the BORG Resurgence. Ooh. Get all scary. And you know, captains, the Kelvin is one of my favorite ships. Just saying. All right, here we go. Priority alert to all captains from Admiral Devak of Task Force Omega. The Borg have returned. The BORG Resurgence event presents remastered versions of 3 of the most popular Borg Task Force operations and pits you against the impeccable advance of the Borg. This new event is designed to celebrate these long-standing operations and gives players a new method of engaging with the classic nemesis in all their resurgent terror. It will be live from February 17th to March 10th. Captains, that starts on Thursday, 2 days from now. Yes! More Borg pixels to explode. Participating in this event will give all players the opportunity to win a dispersing nanoprobe assimilator. Keep reading for details on these items, how you can participate in the event, and what additional prizes may be earned. So here's a nice picture of Zeeberg. The Borg are adapting. What do we mean by remastered? Well, like the Borg, our game is also adapting. We selected these 3 TFOs to update and remaster because of their popularity among the player base and the quality of their content. They represent designs that worked well. They're elite tactical drones, if you will. We made them more robust, updated them, added voiceovers, and improved on their presentation and mechanics to provide an even better player experience. Interesting. I wonder if we may hear from Admiral Janeway? Maybe. Resistance is futile. To alleviate any fears, these TFOs did not get harder or have copious extra hoops added to them that we expect players to jump through. Holy jeez, that's like flashbacks of Delta Rising. What? Instead, we shaved off the rough bits, streamlined messaging, and tweaked fail conditions to be communicated better and have margins of failure rather than binary conditions that suddenly happen and cause you to fail silently. Infected will still be the viable DPS check. Now I'm going to stop here right here, captains. It's funny because, and I've said this before, I do dabble in the meta, and ISE and a lot of other captains use ISE as a measure of your warp missile, your DPS. Having said that, the devs know. The devs know that anything that comes out, starships, traits, console, they know we're going to be testing this in ISE. If not myself personally, captains who are very well knowledgeable in the technical know-hows of the ins and outs of the games. So, just saying, I thought I'd throw that in there because the devs know, okay? You'll just get wonderful new voiceover to talk to while you dismantle Borg cubes, like bricks of ramen. I'm getting hungry for ramen for some reason. Assimilate new players. The stakes are the same. The rewards for strong play are still there. But now it is much more user-friendly experience, and that means more drones for the collective for the collective, for more players to play with and enjoy this content together. Ooh, much pew-pews ahead. The TFOs match level, ensuring that they are balanced regardless of player level. Interesting. The messaging is streamlined, lessening confusion, which was a barrier to entry for some. We remind players to bring frequency remodulators to ground TFOs against the Borg, for instance, unless you have the Tommy gun and or shotgun. Just saying. And we update players on events as they unfold much more clearly. All of these improvements improve the experience to make the content as welcoming as possible to new drones or players. Having said that, I hope they shorten the briefing time, because I think Kittimer is absolutely horrendous. It's like a minute. Cure is like 10 seconds, and then Infected is, what, 30, 40 seconds? So it's like all over the place. Raising the stakes. For you veterans, advanced versions of these TFOs are also available to really test your crew or deliver them screaming into comforting Nana embrace of the collective. And for the first time since the introduction of a 3-tier difficulty system for TFOs, we are pleased to announce that the BORG RESURGENCE event will also introduce elite versions of these remastered experiences intended for the truly brave or foolish among you. Captains, you know we're going to be trying this, and you know I'm going to be a pile of pixels. Just saying. Your journey toward perfection. Viewing the details of this event in-game is as simple as opening your journal, just press J for that, Captains, and navigating to the new events tab from here. All of the pertinent information is at your fingertips, as are simple to use buttons that allow quick access to the associated content for this event. As a core feature of the updated event system, all progress points gained toward completion of the event are shared across your entire account. Progress is now also entirely automated, doing away with the need to receive tokens, slot them into projects, or any of the extra steps that were previously required. Now, I'm hoping these tokens that we received before are still going to be accepted, because I still have a stack of these, Captains. And I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Various new content offerings may be played in order to earn your daily progress toward the completion of the BORG RESURGENCE event. Any of the participating TFOs from the following list will complete your daily progress. So Infected, of course, the Conduit or ISE, Kittimer Vortex, KSE, into the Hive. Curious, they didn't put Cure in here. Players will be able to complete their daily progress once every 20 hours. Any of the above TFOs may be played as much as you like each day, so pick and choose how you prefer to gain progress each day, and mix it up as much or as little as you like. Here we go, Captains. Here we go. Mentioned this before in the previous vlog, but the event campaign is back, and this is going to work towards your free promo ship and or lockbox ship. So Captains, highly encourage everyone to at very least log in to get the daily done. Even at the minimum, just the reward, so that you can get the daily progress towards the event campaign. Okay, here we go. Event campaign part 1. This multi-event spanning progression track will begin with the BORG RESURGENCE events. This will be the first event that will participate in this campaign, marking your first chance at receiving its reward. Each day that your daily requirement is met, the standard daily allotment of 50 event campaign progress will be applied to your progress toward the completion of the event campaign's grand prize, a choice of a free Tier 6 promotional or lockbox ship. The reward pack will include ships not available in the previous year's box. We'll go over that possibly in this video off the top of my head and or a blog that they will release. You could also claim 2 free Tier 6 coupons for the Zensor or 1,500 LOBI. So there we go, Captains. Rewards. Accruing a total of 14 days worth of daily progress will allow you to claim the grand prize of the BORG RESURGENCE event. This reward includes all of the following: dispersing nanoprobe assimilator. With tremendous efficiency and quick action, this console infects nearby foes with nanoprobes capable of assimilating enemies. When activated, this console disperses Borg nanites in a 3-click radius to inflict plasma damage and leave lingering plasma damage over time. Sure. If your enemies are destroyed while these nanoprobes are infecting it, they will reconstruct your enemies into allies and preserve their decaying warp cores a little longer. Newly created additions to the collective will use tractor beams and attempt to fly into your enemies to ignite their decaying warp cores upon their targets. For activation, up to 10 enemies can be infected with nanoprobes. Interesting. I don't know how this is going to actually apply in game, but you know what? That sounds like fun. This console additionally provides a boost to maximum hull capacity. That's important because that will actually feed into Tyler's duality, giving you a more crit chance, and control expertise. You may equip this console on any ship in any console slot. You may only equip one of these consoles. So the reward, 3 featured TFO reward boxes, gives a choice of 1 specialization point or an enhanced universal tech upgrade, 50k dill ore, issued immediately for use as you see fit, so make sure you get this dill on the right tune, not a tune that has like 3 million dill ore. The featured TFO boxes and dilithium ore are only awarded once to the first character on your account that claims the grand prize. Bonus rewards. After claiming the grand prize, you will unlock the option of earning additional dilithium ore each day that you continue participating in the content associated with the Borg Resurgence. Each day you earn the daily progress, you will be automatically granted a bundle of dilithium ore. The bonus reward will begin at 25 dill ore for the first day's completion, then scales up with each subsequent bonus completion that you achieve. The more you play, the more you continue to earn. Now, I've said this before, captains. When the event is done, continue to do so. Continue to do them. You can even spread them around your tunes because you will get more dill. And the more dill you get, of course, the more opportunities you'll get to turn that into Zen to make purchases from the Zen store down the line. So it may be that I know some captains will get the, again, at bare minimum, do the event. Really want to gain more resources for future purchases in the Zen store, highly recommend you just keep doing the event until it's done because you can get a good amount of dill ore that you can use later on. A Zen buyout option. For players interested in instantly completing the Borg Resurgence event, whether that is due to worries over finding the play time to complete it or simply wanting to move immediately into earning bonus rewards. Just like I said, we will be offering an updated method for buying out. Within the new event UI, an option will be presented that allows you to purchase the remaining progress that you need for a scaling amount of Zen. The base price for this service will be 2k Zen. But every single daily progress that you will earn will reduce the price of a percentage basis. Thus, if you have already earned 7 daily progress after the 14 required, this price will be reduced down to 1k Zen. The more you play, the cheaper the buy option becomes dynamically. A second chance. Once the Borg Resurgence event has ended, your opportunity to earn progress points will have passed. However, the new event system will store the progress that you have made long after the event has expired. Based on this stored progress, the option to buy out the rewards will remain available through a new second chance interface. The price for this buyout is the same as what is offered while the event is active, and scales in the same manner based on your amount of progress points accrued. Ooh, caps. I am excited. Okay, so we're going to go in game here and go over a couple things here. Close this out. All right, so here is the event campaign reward. And now, of course, it's 4. Last year, you had your choice of promo ship, 2 tier 6 coupons, and or 1500 LOBI. Me personally, I went for the reward here and I got the emulating phaser lens from the Deimos pilot sword captains. You know that in most, if not all of my builds, I use that as two things in my head. One, a phaser lance. Two, a beam overload, in case I don't have phasers on my builds. So that to me was the one thing that I was gunning for. The other thing was, I believe, the trait off of the D7, the temporal D7, which is Rune of Our Enemies. It's a trait. Now, last year, they did not include the newer ships that came out in 2021. So I believe what will be included is the Janeway, the Courage Kirk, and whatever else that had come out in 2021. Anything that's come out this year, for example, the Emerald Chain Juggernaut, not going to be in there, captains. But this will give you an opportunity to get a bunch of the other promo ships in there. And just to kind of show you here, you can pause the screen. You need to look at it. Like, look at all this. Look at all these ships. Ships of note for me that I'd highly recommend right now. The Inquiry Battlecruiser, which I'll show in a moment here. Section 31 Command Heavy Battlecruiser, very good ship. I believe the one I was going for was the D7 Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier. The Mirror Crossbow Science Destroyer, this is a good ship. This is a good ship. It's not the refit, but it's a good ship. The refit has the trait Universal Designs, and I believe it's going to be included, but you'll have the Donnie here, you have the Connie here. There's that Deimos Pilot Destroyer. All these ships, again, if you just want to look at this cap, just pause it as I scroll through here. This will be available, and some of the other ships that have come out last year. So I wanted to share this info with the captains because, like I've always been saying here in the last couple of blogs that we've been over, I am so excited, and now is such a great time to be a captain in Star Trek Online because of the ways that they're giving us, again, giving us free ships just for playing the game. I know sometimes that it will feel like it's going to take forever, but captains, just take it a day at a time. Take an event at a time. At the very least, come in, do the daily, and it is throughout the year, but then you can get a ship like this. So I actually got this ship from the exchange. I have no regrets. I actually did a build video on this, and that's why I'm on the Inquiry Battlecruiser, which is from Star Trek Picard. But it is a very, very good ship. A lot of these ships, of course, in the promo boxes, lock boxes, are pretty powerful, but also are exclusive to them, like the Inquiry. So again, captains, I just wanted to share that with you. If anything, take away from this, especially if you're just starting, you're going to have access to really, really good ships at the end of this campaign. Okay, again, this will come to PC first and will follow suit to console, PS4, and Xbox. And for me personally, like I said, I have a PS4 console, so I'm super, super excited. Let's go to get a really good ship on console, because for me, I don't have that ship, any of the goodie ships that I have here on PC on console. So it's just going to be another way to show that free to play here in 2022 is still very, very viable. And it's just for logging in and doing a couple board events. Like captains, we do this every night anyway. So captains, I invite you to the Twitch bridge. I really do. If you are looking for a group of captains just to play Star Trek Online with, I invite you to the Twitch bridge where we do our nightly pew pew shenanigans. Captains, we will try to keep you up with all the news and always throw down our 2 ECs regarding these. But again, highly, highly recommended that you captains participate. Find a bunch of captains that you can do this with. Just play the game and have fun. The captains, I know that sometimes that we get bogged down by all the negative things that are happening, like in store, like bugs and all that things. But you know what? Captains, they are trying, and I can feel the effort of them trying to really, really please us Star Trek fans / Star Trek Online captains. So, captains, with that said, again, I'm excited. That's why I wanted to share this with you. Look out for new blogs and or any updates. We will continue to share this as time allows, but captains, we'll leave it there on this piece of advice.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.